focused on real trading, and I'm really happy that we can do this every morning. Thanks to Admirals, thanks Nastia for opening this show, and of course thanks to Admirals that we can do this every morning, Monday to Friday, 8:30, right before the markets open. And I think that's a good idea to work in with routine, because this is one of the most important things that we can work with routine programs. So we stream this show here on YouTube at the same time. So you can click a button in the right corner to subscribe to the channel. If you want, you can give us a like, thumb up if you want, or you say, that's stupid, then thumb down, whatever. It's your decision. You can leave a comment if you want, if you have any questions, or right now in the chat. If I have time and if it fits to my show, then I will give you the answer, of course. So now let me stream and share here also. Here we go. Wonderful. Okay, so we have 5 top instruments by Admirals. This is Bitcoin, DAX 40, Dow Jones, Euro, and Gold. And please be aware of the risk note you will find on the bottom of this slide, that you are responsible for your own trading. So I want to invite you to our Telegram channel. There we'll find a lot of information like our live trading right now, or Dr. Alexander Elder will talking today. No, yesterday. I guess it was yesterday. They will never miss any interesting topic. If you're more a fan from Twitter, then you find Admirals Global here on Twitter account. My name there is Original Day Trader 70. So let's go to the analytics. Let's see the updates for today. And the updates today is just Aeon, that's a German share, 2021 adjusted earning rose, issues 2020 guidance. This is, you will find more information here if you click on this, which if you are a share trader, stocks trader, then those information are really, really important. So then what do we expect today? It's a very important day, 1:30, wholesale trade, Canadian dollar. Then 1:30, sales for retail and food from USA. Then of course the oil report today at 3:30. And of course, be aware that we have time difference 1 hour, because USA is already in summertime, and Germany, especially Europe, is still in winter time. So I guess in 2 weeks we change the time too, and for the next 2 weeks we have 1 hour time difference. So we expect the rate decision today at 7 o'clock German time, by the way. So and this isn't really interesting. We should have a look on it, what the market is expecting. So, and you see with over 96%, they're expecting a rise of the, I think that the rate will increasing up between 25 and 50 points. Just almost 4% are expecting that they rise the rate about 50 to 75 points. So let's see if there will be a surprising or not. So this is what the market is expecting today about the rate decision. And we have a big webinar this afternoon, but we invited, I invited Jens in our show today. So we'll talk about what he will show you this afternoon or this evening in this show. So let's go to the charts. And there is a first question, and I got this question very often. The name of the indicator I use is market profile indicator. Yeah, so, and I give you the link. Here we go. So in the chat, you will find the link right now, and there you will find more information. It's market profile, because I know I need to know where is my point of control. So let's see about DAX. So as you see, basically, and this is really interesting, we were in the fourth trend arm, or in the fourth trend arm here. The perfect entry was always in the second trend arm, and here you get be rewarded here, because you know, actually it took time for, I guess, last Friday. Yeah, we were in kind of correction in a fourth trend arm, and if you hold it out, look at this one. Finally, there is a trend continuation. And this is always the same procedure. You know, now finally there is a trend continuation. Do you know why I love trend following? It's just 10 minutes. Actually, I don't have time for 10 minutes. Therefore, I don't have open trades in 10 minutes. But I show you in our live show and in our Traders Yacht community, all the time you see my screen. And you see there was a second in the short, you could make money in the correction. And if you want one in the third trend arm here yesterday, there was another chance to go long. It was, for me, it was not the best situation, because it was the fourth trend arm in the main trend. And it was the third trend arm, or maybe you had a best entry, for example, in the second trend arm here, then it was a very good, interesting entry, but you, at that time, you were around the point of control. So it was not the best, but basically, in case you opened your trade last Friday, you get rewarded by a trend continuation. So it's always the same. I always can encourage you and encourage you to follow the trend. I know this is really hard. This is the really hard stuff. If you entered the trade last Friday in the second trend arm and you took partial profits maybe, and you trailed your stop loss at the last 0.3, or maybe here the last 0.3 to keep strong during almost 3 days with up and down, up and down. This is the really big challenge in trading. But finally, you see, you get rewarded by the market. And this is just only for traders. They are really strong enough. So, and that's the big question, if you are really strong enough for trading. And therefore, I just recommend to work with logic. This is the content of the logic course you will find on my homepage, because only with logic you can control all your emotions. This is not just only for trading, it's for your life also. So, and now you see, finally, the big one is continuing, and the small one, the secondary trend, is also continuing here. So in case you're still in that trade, you can trade your stop loss, maybe if you want, to a closer trend, to the smaller trend, and then you're fine. My question, did you make it? Did you make it? In case takes 10 minutes is your chart and you can handle it, about the time management, then you should be really big in profit right now. So let's go to the focus charts, and focus charts and the instruments. We start with Bitcoin, and in Bitcoin we are a little bit in profit. There was a big move this morning, a really big move, and I don't know what's just less liquidity in the market. However, we are a little bit in profit, and we are expecting a trend continuation. You know, we want to go here about up to 0.2, or maybe higher to the back to the point of control. So then the next one is Dow Jones, and in Dow Jones we still in short, of course. it's still the short, big short also, because the big short will break here. No, that's not. Here, that's the last 0.3. The big downtrend will break here. And on the right side of the chart, maybe we are going to create a new uptrend. Move, correction, and now we are going up. So that's the 0.2. Yeah, and maybe now we get a valid trend with this candle here right now, and then the next correction could be ours to go back maybe to the point of control. So I don't know, we expect a rate decision today in Federal Reserve, so maybe tomorrow on Friday. Let's see. Keep it on your watch list, please. DAX 40. DAX 40, there is already a trade. And as you see, first trend arm, second one. So entry at the 0.2, maybe now you are in. And now we see a trend continuation. Yeah. So that's the point. And you should be in right now in this downtrend if you can handle DAX 40 in 4-hourly chart. So let's go to gold. And now we have a downtrend because the uptrend is broken here, uptrend is broken there, and now we have a downtrend. So look at this one, move, correction, move. Yeah. So yes, I can see. Can you explain the audience? What do you call point of control? Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, this is a live trading show. I just only have around 20 minutes for live trading. So the point of control is something to do with the price. So what I can explain or what I can tell to you is always the same. Make an education. Yeah, if you want to go deeper and if you want to have a deeper understanding, then grab the course on my homepage and then you have a really clear explanation. It's not that I don't want, but it makes no sense if I give you some pieces of education and because you don't grab it, you don't understand it. You need deeper understanding. And if you don't understand that you trade the price, then you have a big lack of understanding. A big lack of understanding. And with that, you will never become successful. Yeah, it's trading with logic. And the point of control is a part of logic. It's depending on the price. And if you ask me, what's about the price? What's the point of control? That I know you have a big lack of understanding. You miss a lot of things. So therefore, in this show, it's live trading. I want to show you how I trade. But unfortunately, I need so much time to explain it deeper because it makes no sense if you give us some pieces of information because you miss the whole picture. Therefore, grab the logic course and then you know it. Yeah. So that's just, again, a friendly advice. Not that I don't want, I cannot because I have to focus on live trading. Gold and then finally EURUSD. And here we go. We have, that's the trend. Let's see. Why is there a position in? Because it's not a valid trend. Actually, EURUSD is not a valid trend for the moment because that's no first trend arm. That's the 0.2. So it was my mistake. It's a delete. We need, there's actually in EURUSD, there is no valid trend right now. So therefore there's nothing to do. And we are, circling within the red zone, fair price. So actually there's nothing to do. So quickly, before we come to our visitor and great trader Jens today just quickly through the rest of the charts. And by the way, before we do this, the question of the day, Estia, thank you very much. Are you satisfied with the morning briefing show? Oh my gosh. Wrong question, wrong day. So I knew it. I knew that there's one who said, no, I'm not, but I don't care, to be honest. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. We should change something. Okay. So I was quite sure that someone is pushing a button. No, I'm not. Okay. But, you know, we cannot make satisfied everybody. It's not possible. So, but feel free that I have a kind of direction if we are on track or not. And if you say we should change something, it's a good thing that you make a note in the chat, and Estia will make a note, and she will remind me about the topics if you say something, you want to change something. So Australian dollar, Swiss franc going up. Australian New Zealand dollar, we are in profit, and actually there is a trend continuation right now. Here we go. And of course, we sold half the position. And let's see, I think it's a good idea to, because we are within the red zone, to trail the stop loss into profit, and everything is fine. Bitcoin we talked about. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Oh my gosh. We see end of correction. Trend continuation. I love it. Which means we can trail the stop closer. Fine, cool stuff, let it go. Euro, Japanese yen, we sold half the position, price is going up a bit, everything is fine. New Zealand, Canadian dollar, actually it's now the trend continuation. We stopped again exactly at the point of control, so for the moment, just let it go. New Zealand, Swiss franc, lovely, up. US dollar, Canadian dollar, just going down a bit. There is nothing to do. And US dollar, Japanese yen, oh my gosh, it's really a top. Almost 300 pips in profit right now. So there is nothing to do. Okay. So here we go. Let me invite you, my friend and continuous partner, Jens, are you there? I hope so. I saw in the chat he is there. Here we go. Yeah.
So, hello and good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, wonderful. Good morning.
Yes, beautiful. So, one second.
Oh, just a moment. So now I have to close my YouTube. So, good morning, Jens. Hello.
Good morning, Markus.
So how are you? How are you? I'm really fine, you know. I'm really
quick.
Happy.
I'm quicker.
Yes, yeah, I know this. I heard it already. So no, I'm always happy when I can share my knowledge with my people here and bring them success to their own trading. And this is really, really cool stuff. So how are you this morning?
I'm fine too. So right now, I just looked at the charts and looked at the DAX, seeing that we pushed significantly back above 14,000, and just was thinking, hey, today there is a big event in the evening. No, it's the Fed, and so I'm kind of surprised, to be honest, because I'm not really sure whether they will deliver enough fuel to make this a sustainable move, to be honest. So I think there could be let's call it a hawkish surprise, probably, and probably we go down, but we will see. I mean, I think it was already on Monday. It was a German event with Admirals in the morning, and I said, well, the question now will be, can we hold above 14,100 something? If the Fed comes out hawkish, well, I expect there, because of inflation pressure building and all that. And after the ECB last week, well, but we can still hold. It's probably a sign of strength that the bottom is in, and that from some let's say tensions will disappear, especially in Ukraine. So with everything together, that could be a bullish driver. But let's see. So I really look forward. So I mean, the last months probably, or the last year especially, I was very skeptical about these rate decisions in general. So I think they didn't deliver anything of value or high volatility, or at least, well, there were spikes on the up and downside, but it wasn't that there's a clear let's say, sign in which direction we are headed. And I think today is really a crucial day, and I'm really, really happy to be the one who is then in charge of guiding our audience here through this event, and then take from there. So.
You saw the DAX 10 minutes on my screen, and you know how I call it? Trend following.
Yeah. Well, I think it depends a little on the time frame, no? So trend following. If you talk to a, let's say, daily trader, he will say, well, this is a nice bear market rally, and I'm looking for shorting the retracement right now.
Yeah. Thanks God, it's everything is perception. So last time I made the Fed moderation, and now it's your time. You have a big webinar this evening. So what do you expect personally? Do you think they will rise the rate about 25, 50 points or 75? What do you think?
Oh, I think this is very interesting. I think it will be 25 basis points. So everything is already expected. What people don't know is where the so-called dot plot will come in. I think last time it was in December, they said they expect, or the FOMC members expect 4 rate hikes in 2022. And now when looking at the so-called Fed Watch tool, so the CME is giving an indication of what market participants are expecting till the end of the year, we can see that they are up to 6, probably even 7 rate hikes by 25 basis points. And well, now I think then the idea is clear. If they come with a dot plot in at, say, maximum 5 rate hikes, depending on the data, then we get the press conference with Jay Powell. I think this will be considered potentially dovish in the current environment, and this could be really a bullish driver for equities, but also for gold, probably after the sharp bounce back from all-time highs last week. If they come in with a dot plot and saying, well, guys, you know what, 7 rate hikes, yes, but if data allows us, we will go even higher because we have to fight inflation. So
10 parts.
They go Russian style. So hiking by 10%.
Up to 20%. Okay, then I think we have bigger problems.
Yeah, I think this could be probably, well, and then I'd probably also think about fading this rally in the DAX right now, for example, or yesterday's rally in NASDAQ and S&P. Probably also, I mean, everything is getting crushed then in such an environment. No, so I think that's not just equities, but also gold, probably Bitcoin. So I think we can expect volatility everywhere. Also in FX, probably EURUSD will go to parity. Not necessarily today, but
not today, but very soon maybe.
So I think, well, to answer your question, so I think it all comes down to the dot plot, and I think this has been where the focus will lie, and then on the other hand, I have to say, I mean, I have a clear idea, I have a schedule I go through, a tableau or a table I prepared for myself. So saying, okay, these are the 3 likeliest outcomes, and I give them a likelihood of, let's say, 15-20%, and so my gut feeling, let's say. But still, at the end of the day, as you might say, we will look at price. So if they come out dovish and the market sells off, well, there's probably a sign that we're haven't seen the bottom yet, and that we are probably about to push lower. But we take it from there. So at the end, we need the information from the Fed. Yeah. And that's why, well, I really look forward to it. So I'm really excited. The longer I think about this, the more excited I get, to be honest.
Which time is your webinar this evening?
Let me just think about it. So Central European. So it's still Central European time. So it's 7 p.m. German, which is, if I'm not mistaken, 6 or so. We start at 6:45. 45, 7:40. Oh, just well, look at the website. Everything's written there. So
I got it. I got you. But you will find the link actually in the Zoom chat. There is the link. You can find all information, and on YouTube also.
So it's 5:45. Yeah, Thank you, Nastia. So it's 6:45 German, right? 6:45 German and 5:45 UK. So London. Yes. Yeah. So this is still an hour. Yeah.
Actually really crazy with the London time, German time. Now US time is different, 1 hour.
Yes.
So it's
but you see, they just talked about a bill, something which went through Senate yesterday, so that they will keep it at summer time the whole year. So they won't change the time anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, finally, I think we're discussing this for 20 years now in
exactly
Europe, Germany,
20 years.
Yeah, probably in 2032 or something, 10 years, we'll probably make a similar step. So I'm not really
yeah,
sure.
that's a big decision that needs time,
Yeah, discussions. I mean, and yeah. Well,
we need this. So the big webinar this evening, will you trade, or what can our visitors or attendees expect from your show? Will you trade live or just explaining, what do you think what you can do this evening?
I think chances are high that I will probably make a trade. So usually I'm let's call it very analytical guy. So usually I say, well, if I'm 100% in my zone, let's say, so I'm 100% in the moment, and I'm really focused, I'm capable of really scalping the order book. So I know that I can do this. But if you have such an event with people asking questions and you're not just 100% focused, then I really like to take a step back, really analyze the price action, and then take it from there. If chances occur, then I will certainly do a trade. So I can't guarantee it. But given the overall picture, which in my personal opinion is, well, it's difficult to say that, but clear, especially with having a strong opinion also on the DAX and the move in the morning, having seen or having a clear picture of what happens if they come out, let's say, hawkish and high grades, and also put a dot plot and say something like 8-9 further hikes in the upcoming months. I think this is a clear bearish sign. If we sell off from there, great. If we flush down, hold the breakout level in the morning, well, then I have potentially a long trigger. So given that and not having a chart open right now, you can see I visualized this already, and that increases the likelihood that there will be a trade in the evening. But yeah, again, let's just see. I mean, I let the price and market come to me, and then I take it from there.
Yeah, and then you play Sheldon Cooper. I'm at a zone. I'm at a zone right now.
yeah, which I'll say.
Yeah, but you have to be focused if you're trade, especially in this difficult times or this special news time. But do you think, Jens, this is important, or to say I trade by my opinion, or I trade about rules?
Well, I think you still have to have rules for such an even especially in such an environment. So having a feeling or having an opinion, I think, is one thing, but you have to have a plan once your opinion is not confirmed. So let's say I'm as I already said, so I'm hawkish all in all. I could really imagine a market selling off, but still, if we hold a certain level where the market reacts and showing everything bearish is already priced in, and we rally from there. Not really sure if I take the trade then today necessarily, but I then have another opinion for tomorrow. So taking it from there. So let the dust settle, and then breathe in, breathe out, have a good sleep, waking up in the next morning, look at the chart and see, okay, now we finally sold low. Well, yeah, letting the price action come to you. So but still the work has to be done beforehand, certainly. So as I pointed out, I think that works quite well for me, having a table, having 3 outcomes, saying, okay, this is my opinion, this is what has the highest likelihood to happen. But if it doesn't happen, I still have 2 other scenarios, a very hawkish one, a very dovish one, and then taking it from there.
I remember the time again when I was so much attached by trading and with emotions that I get up in the middle of the night to check my charts and to check my positions. That was very bad times. I got 18 years ago. Bad times.
You couldn't sleep well, you want to say?
Exactly. I never
waking up in the night. Well, I've never been there, Marcus. I've never been there.
I know you never made such experience, yeah. But I confess I made such experience really long. It's really long time ago, but I remember I was short in gold at that time, 18 years ago, and I will never forget this time. I slept so bad. I got up in the middle of the night, not to go into the restroom or the toilet, no, to check my charts in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock, 3:30, 2:30.
Years ago, there was no smartphones, right? You really had to get up and go to the computer.
Exactly. Yeah, no smartphones. I had at that time really computer, and it was running the whole night, at this time. And I get up and before I go to the restroom, I check my charts in the middle of the night. Oh my God.
The thing back then was you could afford running the computer the whole night, right? You could afford it with energy prices at today's level.
Who cares? I was expected to become rich at that time.
Really? Yes, sure. Good for you that back then we hadn't Bitcoin and crypto, and you had at least some days off over the weekend.
Exactly. So I know I got rich. I got rich because about not money. It's about experience.
Yes. Yeah, it's wisdom, right? So listening to the new guys coming to you, asking you questions. Why are you smiling? Oh, I've been there.
I know what you're talking about. Yes, thanks a lot. I wish you a lot of fun this evening with your great show. And I guess a lot of people will join you from our clients and students here too. So have fun and a lot of success. And we'll see each other next time again.
I really look forward to it, Marcus. I'm sorry.
Everything is fine. So thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, have a nice day. Have a great success today. And as always, have courage and be kind, and may the force of the rules be with you.